station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Welcome back to Nights of Horror Radio. We play only the smoothest music for you. I am Rob, here with Tony, and we're hoping you have a great evening, and we're going to talk some horror, some slasher, and some just terrifying news. So crank your headphones up and jump right in.
I like that's how we're starting Nights of Horror Radio, is you just
adjusting my lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the airwaves. Do not adjust your screens. It is
right there.
Rob is trying to
guys?
figure out his light.
What's going on? How you doing?
How you doing? How are you doing?
I am pretty all right. I'm pretty all right. I trying to illuminate the situation here. That's all.
Just illuminate. You're very sweaty. I can see it's a lot of the sweat's going.
Yeah,
it's a hot day in California.
Well, that's why I got off for a second so I could go turn on the fan. So the fan's bringing in some of the cool air. Hopefully you guys don't hear the fan.
No, I don't hear
oscillating.
I don't hear it at least. So that's good.
The sweat on my brow will seem to dissipate as soon as the cool air from out. You know the weirdest thing? It is hot, but like right around now there's like a cool breeze coming by. So I opened up the window and I'm letting the air come in, so we'll hopefully that helps with the perspiration.
You ever do fan window?
Oh yeah, I mean I got one. I got
little fan
right
window
there. It's like it's like the two that like are together and you could like put twist them so the air goes out or in. So it's right there. It's gonna work. I set it up too late. So
fan window's great though. It's all good.
That.
I got a little AC going in here. It's as you can see outside the window right here. That's light. That's light.
Yeah.
That is light outside.
Different from normal times.
Yes. We're usually night owls, so we'll do this usually at midnight, and more than likely you guys are probably watching it on YouTube. Tonight, however, we are on different hours because of our job schedules and because of the summertime, so we are able to do it at a reasonable time where people can actually watch us and react and enjoy with us.
Yeah. Watch us live. We'll do it live.
Do it live. Says, take that, Hauntline. They still get more views than us, probably.
It's all right.
It's okay. It's okay. We're doing our thing. We got a lot to talk about, Rob. A lot of things
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
A lot. I mean, I think we should start off by saying, let's kick it off with Queen Mary's Dark Harbor, and that's the Friday the 13th event. I mean, you and I were both. I kept telling myself, if it's meant to be for me, I will be there. Some way, somehow, if it's meant to be, I will be there on one of those nights. And sure enough, fate have you will, the opportunity arose. I was offered someone's tickets because they could not make the event, so they sold me them at the same price they bought them for. They just wanted their money back. So it was a very reasonable transaction, just because they couldn't make the event. So we ended up going, and we had a great time on Friday the 13th. I think we just missed you guys, but Sammy happened to be in town, and it was really cool to do it with Sammy. Sammy had never done anything Dark Harbor, so that was a lot of fun to have them part of that. And then I know you were there with TLEV, with John, with Nico. Tell me your experience about it. I saw a couple clips. I saw your video, of course, but I've seen their clips and stuff. Talk to me about your guys' experience compared to ours, man, because that was awesome.
So I was, I mean, luckily, let me rewind a little bit. I had given up on just going to Dark Harbor for the Friday the 13th event. I saw when tickets went on sale, and it's just I was hesitant to pull the trigger just because of our work schedule, and I wasn't sure. That was the week the kids were getting let out, so I wasn't sure what my time was going to be as far as work wise and stuff like that. So I just really wasn't, not so much not eager, but I wasn't really like, oh, I got to get the tickets, because I was like, I don't know if I could even go. Anyways, fast forward to the day of Friday the 13th. I'm at work, and I know some people are going, and our buddy John over at the hotline shoots out a message just saying he has an extra ticket. So I was just like, let me just hit him up and see what happens. So I hit him up. He's like, I got it. If you want it, like, come through. So I was like, oh, sweet. So he tells me the time, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I'll be able to make it. So I get off of work, change, go home, shower, change, and then head out to Dark Harbor, meet up with John, Nico as well, and Tim and Mar. And we had a good time. It was really fun. Luckily, I would say our slot was I think it was 7:30, so it was daylight out still, but I think they did a really good job of kind of, well, I mean, the ship's dark anyway, but they, any kind of like poured holes and stuff like that where you could see through, they kind of covered them up really good to where it was legit pitch black. Yeah, it was a really fun time. I liked the idea of it. I like it was something different. I don't know if I would want them to do it again, like for Dark Harbor, because I really do like the being able to see this, not so much see the scares, but see the characters and kind of the sets and stuff and what they do. But for what they did for like a special event like Friday the 13th and them, giving you that the red the little glow stick and having you go through everything. Oh man, like that, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with everyone I went with. So shout out to John. Thank you so much for the ticket. Really appreciate it. And yeah, it was a blast. I was like, man, I saw that you were there. I didn't see you were there until I think we had already did the maze, and we were like kind of walking out, because we hung out a little bit in there, and then Tim was just like, oh, what the heck? Like, he's like, Zaragoza's here. And I was just like, what? And so then I was like looking on the Nights of Horror story, and I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, oh man. So, but it was fun. I'm glad you guys were able to make it out, and we were all there in some way at some time.
Yeah, we were very quiet about it because Sammy was in town and he wanted to hang out, and the opportunity arose. So then we both got tickets. And we showed up. I happened to just bring the camera. We had a good time, made a fun vlog out of it, and it was a great time. It was good to have him there for that. Especially, just felt like old times again.
Yeah.
And then, to top it off with us, we were fortunate enough, accidentally, we were sharing tickets with. It was a great accident with Gavin and his girlfriend Kaylee, who were absolutely hilarious. They were in our video. If you watch the walkthrough, their commentary is hilarious. They're the ones you pretty much hear throughout that video. Yeah. Sammy and I, you could barely hear. I did make some changes to that after watching that video. I may have reinvested into something I've been very salty of, and I finally caved in again, and I bought them again. So we got that, and then I went a step further, and they sell a charging case for them.
What?
So I don't lose them, and I can keep them charged, especially for like Midsummer Scream. So
yeah.
I highly suggest to get that at least, because I know you already have this.
Did you get that on
Best
Amazon
Buy? Best Buy.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Best Buy. Go on Best Buy's website, bro. I bought these like 2 days ago. They're already here. So
nice.
We got to open these up right after the stream to make sure they work. Because if they don't, I'm complaining to fucking Road. I'll be like, this is the second time I bought your product. It doesn't fucking work on me. What the fuck? Watch this work and that don't. I'm like, well, this is pretty fucking useless if I can't use those.
Yeah. Positive vibes. They're both going to work.
So yeah, because of the audio and stuff, I wanted to do that for haunt season, especially because the way I look at it is, for haunt season, I'm probably going to be solo most of the season, and I was figuring I could put a mic on me for my reactions, and I could put a mic on top of the camera, because these things actually do pick up relatively really good audio.
They Oh no, I was gonna say they're I mean, for the most part, I just recently got like Rhodes like little shotgun mic.
Yeah.
So I recently got that, but for the past few years, I've been using their little was it Rode Wireless? I've been using those as like my on camera microphones. They pick up really good.
I can go and you can get my rantings. LOL. Let's do it. I'm down. Ivanzar 13 reaction. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Awesome. If I know you as another name, please state that in the chat if you feel comfortable doing so. If not, you can DM me later and then we can hash it out. It's your mom. Oh, it's my mom. It's it's LVN Sarah 13. Gotcha. You're a liar. There you go, mom. She likes that. My mom said she'll go with me just so she. My mom. That's how dedicated she is right now. She's like, I'll go to haunt with you right now.
There you go. Liar. There you go.
My mom's
a real one.
My mom actually, for the first time this year, Rob, she caved in. She's going one day to Midsummer Scream this year.
Yeah, is she going Saturday or Sunday?
I think she's going Sunday, but that might be a good day because she might be able to witness what craziness the HHN panel really is in person.
Yeah. I mean, Saturday or Sunday's good. Saturday or Sunday's good. I feel like Sunday is. I mean, both Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday is the 13-4 panel, right?
I think so.
That would have been cool for her to go because she could have got the free tickets.
Yeah. Just take her phone and you could do it there.
Just take her phone. Mom, let me borrow your phone for like an hour at the Long Beach Convention Center. I'll fucking get you free tickets and shit. Hey, don't tempt her though. She actually will. She'll just hand me her fucking phone to go do it real quick for like an hour. But she won't have her phone for an hour. Just chill outside the convention center. I got you.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Chico, eat at one of those food trucks.
Oh my god, aren't they delicious sometimes? Especially after a long day.
They are.
Rob, I need you to be my guy this season, bro. You and I
got you.
We got this. No exploring attractions. No.
You
Can't do it. No. Can't do it. No, you can do it. You can do it.
Speaking of exploring attractions, no, I'm actually thinking of because Scott oh yeah, I'll do. I was like, this is the microphone that I use now.
Yes.
For like my vlogs and stuff, but I did use the Rode Wireless. But no, so Scott was talking to me about these like DJI minis that they have, like they're like super small and they pick up really good audio and they're pretty inexpensive. I mean, they're not super crazy expensive. They're definitely cheaper than the mics I've bought previously. But so I was looking at a bunch of reviews on them and I was like, I think I might pick up because I think it comes two to one. Like when you buy them, it comes in two, and then like the thing for it. So, but I like them because they just literally like they have a clip and they're like super light. I think they said like they're like 10 grams, but they have a magnet, so you could like put it like wherever, or put it like on your hat and kind of like clip it or magnetize it to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I might pick up some of those.
I want to try to get a little hat cam. So I can mount my fucking vlogging camera right here to do a face cam while I'm filming the actual POV. So like do face cam and shit. You know what I mean? Like I got all these ideas.
Dude, I have those. And it did not work at all because there was no light whatsoever. But I when I went to Dark Harbor, I was wearing my Meta glasses, and I recorded a couple clips, but it was all you heard was yelling and screaming because it was just
so like dark. The Nights of Horror video.
Pretty much. But it was still fun.
Got a follow from Mike. What's up, Mike? Big Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
That's the big homie. That is the big homie right there.
Also, this is pretty insane how it just like kind of just picks up really quick. Look at that.
I think we've talked about this at Midsummer Screening. Like I talked about your mic and my mic because I complained about how big Mike.
You did, and you saved my ass last year because I forgot my 3.5 millimeter the cable, and I knew your Rode mics weren't working, so I asked if I could use your cable,
and it worked.
It did work.
And it worked.
So we know. When we know it wasn't your cable, we know it was your microphone.
I know it was the microphones because I had these things sitting on charging, bro, and they would just stick on 10%. So gonna charge them up today.
Yeah, that's
keep them good.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Maybe when I do the next episode of In the Park, which I'm hoping is at Universal Studios, I'll have better audio source for me and for the park. I'm planning on going relatively soon. I think my sister is actually taking off to Seattle, or Washington pretty soon, and I think me and my dad are gonna try to go out to Universal. But if my mom got a pass for Knott's, we should go to Knott's, Mom. Go to Knott's, hang out, get a funnel cake. That could be fun. Maybe next weekend, Mom, because me and my mom are supposed to do some stuff next weekend. Maybe we can go to Knott's at the end of the night.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next weekend. I know. Well, fuck it. We'll go to Soak City too.
There you go. There you go.
All right. We gotta get back on topic. Midsummer Scream, though. However, I want to talk about that really quick.
Let's do it.
We will be there all weekend long, covering it August 15th through the 17th at Long Beach Convention Center. We were fortunate enough to get invited back out for press this year, so we are very, very thankful for that, very grateful for that, and it is always a pleasure and a privilege to get out there every single year and deliver the content that we do for you guys. We're going to be covering a ton of panels. We're going to be covering a ton of show floor. We're going to be covering a ton of Hall of Shadows, so stay tuned because this August is going to be popping. It's birthday week that week, so we got a lot going on already. We're gonna be we're joining the 27 club this year, so that's gonna be kind of scary.
Right. That's late 20s now.
Yeah, we're in the late 20s, man, and I think my body's starting to feel just a tad bit. But I think that's just the life of custodian, right?
Just wait until you're in your early 50s, like me.
You're not in your 50s, bro.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I think I am.
You're in your 30s, bro.
I wish.
Early 40s.
Yeah. Early 40s. Late 40s. Almost
50s. but hey, what do I always say, bro? Age is just a number. You're always like this, bro.
It is.
Gale swallows.
I'm like the biggest kid out of all of us. That's how I roll.
Mike, my stepdad, just put Gale swallows. Remember that from Scary Movie 1?
Yep.
You thought about it. After you figured it out.
And like the scene registered in my head.
You heard the voice, didn't you?
I did. I heard the voice.
Hey, shout out. We met him at Halloween Depot.
That's nice.
You were there.
Wait, yeah, it was. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you were there. Isn't there another one coming up pretty soon?
I know they just had one, but yeah, I think they are.
Oh, I missed it. Damn it.
Yeah, I feel like they just had one not too long ago. I have to go out there. I haven't been out there in a minute.
He's like, oh yeah. Oh man. The Midsummer Scream's gonna be a blast. They just announced some theming with the Hall of Shadows.
Some weird El Diablo name that I'm excited for.
And then Lionsgate coming back, 13th Floor Entertainment doing a new maze based off the Strangers franchise. So that is going to be very cool. Their maze last year in the Hall of Shadows fucking blew me away. Plague Productions put that one on. So I'm excited to see what 13th Floor does with the Strangers and the Lionsgate team up. You got 13th Floor doing a panel. They're going to be talking Delusion. Hopefully I can get Rob out to Delusion this year. You're coming to Delusion with me? You're doing it? No, you're doing it. You're fucking doing it, bro. What did you think about the movie Sinners? Sinners, I finally got to see it a couple times. I've seen it like 3 times now. Sinners is fantastic.
That's what he thinks of it. He saw it 3 times.
It's fantastic. It is. The music's great.
It is.
Ryan Coogler did great. I'm kind of a little salty that for the sequel he's not coming back to doing the sequel, but I hope Michael B. Jordan maybe directs it.
I think so. I think Michael B. Jordan is kind of, because I think didn't he do he did the 2nd and 3rd Creed? No, Michael B. Jordan.
He did the 3rd Creed. The 2nd Creed was I think someone else, but he did the 3rd Creed.
I feel like didn't Coogler do one of the Creeds?
I think he might have did 2.
Maybe. Yeah, I feel like he was a part of. I feel like him and B. Jordan are. Yeah, they're like how Scorsese was with like Leo
and a lot of people. De Niro, fucking Pesci.
Yeah.
It was just all the Italian guys, you know.
Well, I think well, obviously once you find an actor or actress that a director is good with, they want to keep working.
Big brain,
especially when you have good chemistry.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, dude, like Sinners is fantastic. I love it. Should be good. Marbles 17. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I think that's my sister Marissa. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fantastic Midsummer Scream. We got a lot of great panels. I think 13th Floor is doing Delusion, Haunted Hayride, Magic Janet Lanterns, and a brand new haunt at the Winchester Mystery House. That sounds very exciting. Up north.
That's up north, right? Yeah.
Okay, it's a mission, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll go Zach Bagans on it. You know, should be fun. I'm looking forward to Midsummer Screen. You could see me all weekend long. I'll be there. Rob will be there as well all weekend long. Not only filming, but he'll be shooting a lot of photos, which you'll probably be seeing.
I'll be there for meet and greets as well.
Yep.
Just line up.
You'll get a personal "You're a liar" to your face.
Yes.
That's an extra $10 though if you want that.
Yeah.
We gotta make a little money here though.
But if you howl, I'll knock it 50% off. I'll knock
$5 off.
Yeah, there you go.
Meet and greet. We'll do it on Sunday. We'll do Sunday meet and greet. The final night.
Before the HHN panel, I'll just stand out front and be like, all these people lined up to meet me. Huh?
Yeah. It's all Rob, dude. We're all here to see Rob.
Yeah, Murdy who?
So, Rob, this is a good question.
What's the question? Go ahead, shoot it.
Should my mom and my stepdad go to Knott's Scary Farm or Halloween Horror Nights for Halloween this year?
Ooh.
Which is better?
Okay.
So far, lineup-wise. Well, we don't even know Knott's for sure.
We don't even know Knott's. I mean, we kind of do. We just don't know their new mazes that they're going to...
Yeah.
This is what I will say, because that's not just a this or that question. This question is there's layers to this question. If you want to go and have a good time, just like on a general ticket, I think you go to Knott's, because Knott's is like you can do everything. You don't feel like you gotta like run around the park, and you know there's enough scare zones where you can sit down and be entertained. If you like, I don't know, HHN is, I feel like an HHN crowd is a different crowd.
Mainstream.
Yeah, it's
pop
more
culture.
mainstream. I feel, yeah. I feel like if you want to see, obviously, if you want to see a Jason,
He said, "I want my wife to shit her pants."
Okay, then you go to HHN.
Okay,
I think it for pure,
or you go to Dark Harbor. Says Big Brain.
You know what? Big Brain. Well, Big Brain, I think is correct. In my opinion, I think Dark Harbor was the scariest event
because of the ship.
Year.
Because of the ship.
Because of the ship. Yes.
Go to Dark Harbor, and it's a lot cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper.
I think you get the best bang for your buck.
I think so. And then plus two, you got, I mean, it's like a party off the ship.
Yeah.
You got food, you got the sliders, and then you go on the ship and you feel like you're never going to get off and you're going to die. So it's the best of both worlds.
I'll tell her that.
Okay. Well, I mean, not really. You don't think
She said, OMG, no. Go to Dark Harbor. You'll have fun.
I think Dark Harbor, yeah. I mean, but if you're just saying between Knott's or HHN, if you want to go just for pure scare and to crap your pants, then I'd say go to HHN. But if you want to go and have fun and do all the mazes and just be entertained, I think Knott's offers more things to do.
Well, I got a Knott's Scary Farm pass already. I'll be there a lot of nights.
I know. I gotta wait. I gotta wait to buy mine because I don't have a pass this year.
I bought that shit. Bam, give me it. We have to go together. I'll be probably at Dark Harbor a lot of nights too, because bam, gotta get footage there too, man.
Yeah,
some slider footage.
I did see. I saw Looney. I saw Looney.
Looney. I saw Looney. I saw Lone Star. I saw a lot of people. I saw Devin in the maze. Life alert. I saw JB in the maze. They both scared me.
You know what? I don't know who who
It's probably Devin. It was probably Devin in your video. Maybe. I heard it. It was fucking Devin. I know it was. I heard it.
Okay.
I heard it. It was fucking Devin. It was Life Alert.
Okay.
I love Devin.
Okay. Yeah. Because they yelled at me, and it was so dark, I didn't know who it was. I was like, I know you, but...
He said, got you good right at the end. It was Devin.
Yep.
That's I think it is. Is that you, Devin? Are you Big Brain? I hope he says yes. Please say yes. Bye. See you at Midsummer Scream. Damn, you gonna wait till August to say? It's JB. JB's Big Brain. What's up, JB? JB's best tour guide ever. I gotta wait till Midsummer Scream to see you. Shit. How about both? HHN and Queen Mary? Yeah, we can do both. I'm down.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pull 2 trips this year to HHN.
Oh, I'm gonna do an opening night one because I wanna compare opening night and then like closing night. You know what I mean? Just to see like the progression. I may even do it. Oh shit! One last call for alcohol. Speaking on the topic of Halloween Horror Nights, let's talk about Halloween Horror Nights because the last time you and I were on the air, I only believe I think 1 maze was announced. Now we got 2 mazes officially confirmed and a total of 3 mazes. Houses. I was gonna say, I feel like wasn't there? I mean, we got like 2 like official, and then 1 like official. Yeah. Opening night for Halloween Horror Nights, I believe, is September 4th, 2025. You are correct. Here in Hollywood, and then Dark Harbor will be, I will say, mid to late September. I think their dates are up. Can you do a quick Google search for that? But I'll give a recap for Halloween Horror Nights right now. Sign your mom up, all 3. For what? Now. For what? For Knott's, HHN, and JB says it's on the website, and Harbor. September 19th through November 2nd. September 19th through November 2nd for Harbor. That means they'll do the Dia de los Muertos event. That was fun. Did you go to that? Yeah. I did not. Go to that this year. Go to that night. I think I only went there 2 times last year. Dude, if you want good photos, go to the Dia de los Muertos because they do skull candy faces. That's Mom, last Saturday, right? Mom, I'll take you to that night. I think you'll actually really enjoy that night because they do skull candies and everything. Skull candies. That's headphones. Skull faces. Yeah. Sugar skulls. Yeah, there you go. November 1st and 2nd. They do a whole Day of the Dead thing. It's really cool. But Halloween Horror Nights, obviously we got Fallout coming. Amazon's original series Fallout is coming to Halloween Horror Nights. Sounds pretty promising. IGN Live, they had John Murdy and the other creative director over in Orlando talking about what we can expect in those mazes. It sounds pretty cool. We're going to see a lot of creatures from the show Fallout. You're going to see the Brotherhood. You're going to see an actual suit that's going to be an animatronic. I think that's really cool. And you're going to pretty much see the ghoul, and you're going to be seeing a lot of the main characters from that first season. I got to go back and rewatch it, but I do remember it being a very good season and a good continuation of the story of Fallout and them kind of shooting off their own thing, which was really cool. And then prior to that, they pretty much and this is the official one that Rob was talking about, Five Nights at Freddy's, which I believe only got confirmed because Jason Blum couldn't keep his mouth shut at a convention and really wanted to announce something at that convention because they showed the trailer for it, so he had to announce it at that convention. They probably told him, okay, you can announce it, but you can't really tell him what it is. And then John Murdy he was excited. That's all. He was excited. I mean, it's his movie. It probably made him a lot of fucking money. You know, it's probably gonna make him even more money, the sequel. And he's probably gonna get a cut from Halloween Horror Nights. So, you know, he's got a lot of money coming his way. Fucking trucks rolling back into his fucking bank account right now. Dude, I mean, especially, we'll get into that probably later, but stay spooky, Smurfs. Stay spooky. It's just fucking like, you know, Murdy came out and I think he felt pressure to talk about that because it was asked upon and they felt pressure. They had to talk about it and everything. They're working with the Jim Henson Company. Did the famous for the Muppets, any Sesame Street, all these puppets that you know and love. They made the puppets for Five Nights at Freddy's. They're going to be in the maze as animatronics, so you're actually going to get the most authentic movie experience in this house, and I think I'm very excited for that, especially it being in a soundstage where The Weeknd was last year. That is the rumor right now. That's the one behind Transformers. That should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see the facade. Hopefully, it's the pizzeria. That'd be a lot of fun. And then we just dive into that movie. But the most recent announcement, I think the one that I'm most excited for right now, is something that I have never. And when I say this is why I'm so excited about it. This is something that I have never seen at Halloween Horror Nights. Out of every year that I've gone, I've never seen this, and that is the Jason Universe maze. Now, people are kind of like wondering why the mask looks different, why the logo looks different, why they're calling it this. I'm assuming this is something that, if you're a fan, you know, the rights for this character, this franchise, have been in court battles for many years. That's why there was no movies. That's why the game, I think, barely got by, but they ended up shutting that down. And it was just up in the air for a while of what was going to happen with the character. They finally, I'm assuming, has settled those rights and those court cases, and now have kind of rebranded the character with a fresh new kind of look of the mask, but it's the same character that you know and love, that's violent and that's menacing and that's gory. Jason is back, and what better way to celebrate that with the maze of his most iconic moments throughout all of cinema, and that's going right behind the Mummy queue. I am so stoked for this because I've never seen a solo Jason maze out of all the years I've gone to Halloween Horror Nights. He's only ever been in like a Freddy vs. Jason maze, which is obviously a shared maze, and he's also been in another shared maze, which literally was given like a room or two in the Titans of Terror maze that they kind of did last minute. That's it. He's been on the Terror Tram, and that's it. He's never had a solo maze out of the years that I've gone to Halloween Horror Nights from 2011 up until right now. I am so excited for this because there are so many iconic kills from Jason. I think for me as a kid, that was one serial killer / horror icon that I really kind of drove to, just because he was immortal, because there was like nothing that can keep him down. Like, this guy was just fascinating, of like how he just keeps going and just doesn't stop. Like, he is he's an unstoppable killing machine. So to see that and come face to face with Jason this year, I am so stoked. Especially if there's guys like my height doing that cast role, like that is going to be so menacing. But I am so excited for this maze. Rob, reactions to what we have at Halloween Horror Nights thus far?
Well, I was gonna say, at 9 years old, the same height as Jason. So I mean, you know. I get to see eye to eye. You know what? I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the Jason Universe house, just because kind of all the stuff you had mentioned. Never seen Jason in his own house. Only seen him with with shared houses with other horror icons. So for him to get his own house, and then kind of I want to see I don't know if they're going to do like different versions of him or how that's going to work. But just excited to see. I want to go into Crystal Lake. I want to go into the forest. I want to be in a cabin. I want Jason to stalk me, and so I could run and scream and be afraid in the most glorious way possible. So I'm excited for the Jason Universe house. When, obviously we still have more houses to come, but out of all the houses that have been announced so far, Robin's right over there. She just walked in.
Bleep! Bleep!
All the houses all the houses that have been announced, which is, kind of these three, I'm excited for the Jason Universe house. But, Fallout, what I've never watched the show. I think I played one game, which is, I think, the third Fallout. Robin's just over there, just eyeballing me, like she's trying to make me uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly. She's doing that. The Fallout house, I played the third video game. I really liked it. I like the concept of it. So much so that when they announced it, I was like, I gotta watch the series. So I watched the first 2 episodes. Really enjoy them. I'm working my way up. I don't know how many episodes there are in the first season,
I
but
think there was like 8 or 10.
They're eight. Okay, that's not too bad. So
Yeah.
definitely I'll probably watch the third one maybe today or tomorrow. But excited for that. And Five Nights at Freddy's. For me, I'm not like super stoked. Like not so I wouldn't, maybe it's the wrong word I'm using. This wasn't like, oh, this has to come. I know there's a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's fans who are like, they've wanted this house to come for a few years now. I'm just like, if it's good, it's good. But I definitely, with the Jim Henson Studios being involved with doing the puppets and stuff, that kind of sparks my interest, because I'm a big fan of all the Sesame Street and all the Muppets and all that whole gang. So just to see what they do inside that house, I know they're gonna kill it, especially with these big old animatronics. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be Halloween Horror Nights. Honestly, is shaping up to be a pretty decent year. Obviously, for sure. I'm not the biggest fan of having Fallout there, because I don't see it as much as horror, but there are elements there that can work. So
right.
I'm open-minded about it, and I'm actually kind of excited about it to see what they can execute with it. But Five Nights at Freddy's and Jason Universe currently have my peak interest for the event right now. I love what they're doing with Jason, especially because if they're going to kind of go the same route as they did with Texas Chainsaw Massacre last year, right. And kind of make that original maze, but kind of pay homage to like every single generation of Leatherface, like that was fucking awesome, especially like all the Easter eggs and masks.
And that's what I'm kind of hoping they do with the Jason Universe house, is that it's kind of like an homage and the best of Jason.
Yeah, but it's like also an original story at Camp Crystal Lake. It's like that could be fun. There's a lot you can work with that. All right,
sure.
We're gonna take a quick break because I want to talk a little bit about Knott's Scary Farm news, and of course some Dark Harbor news that we got at the Friday the 13th event that we didn't get to talk about. But when we come back, we will definitely talk about that. So we're gonna take a quick music break, and we'll see you guys momentarily. hot. Welcome back to Nights of Horror Radio. We were explaining during the commercial break, the music break, to Rob's wife, what we do here on Nights of Horror Radio and what the concept is behind it. I think she was having a little trouble understanding, so Rob had to break it down for her, give some examples of other very popular radio stations that do it.
How their format works. My wife, what's the thing? I feel like not a lot of people, maybe a good amount. I'm going to go 50-50. I feel like a lot of people don't listen to radio anymore because they can just stream their music. But I feel like people who listen to podcasts and watch YouTube videos, they're more the crowd where it's like, you know, they can relate to like the stuff we do. Whereas Robin just wants to play her Dashboard Confessional and then that's it. Or Taylor Swift. Yeah, or Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. She just said, Romeo, take me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, her and Sammy probably get along well because Sammy is a Swiftie too.
Oh, for sure.
You know what, Sammy? Here's a funny Sammy story, real quick. He told me day of the event. He goes, I only brought a Taylor Swift hoodie, and I'm pretty sure you didn't want to see me around you in that all night. So I went to freaking Target and bought this jacket. I'm like, but that jacket looks good, bro. So when you go on a date again, you can wear that jacket, and it looks freaking fly on you.
That's hilarious.
He immediately regretted it because he was fucking sweating the whole night.
Oh yeah, dude, it was hot.
It always is. And that ship, it always is.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, dude, as soon as we got
entered the dark, I was like, oh, yeah, just heat.
I was like, oh, this is. I just started sweating, and I was just like, oh.
Felt like getting out of the shower, just sweating. Dude, real quick on Dark Harbor though, if you guys were at the literal oven below deck, shout out to Talent too. They had to put up with it all night, so we only put up with it for an experience. But thank you for what you guys do, because without you guys, there's no experience. So I hope you guys were well hydrated. Don't seem like anyone got sent to the hospital. It seemed like there was a lot of smiles on a lot of people's faces, so that's really good.
A lot of screams too, so that's good as well.
It's funny because it was a literal oven, and the maze is about an oven. Dark Harbor did announce their first maze though. If you guys were at the event, we did a whole kind of interview.
Yes, they did.
I think we were like one of the only people that actually did this, but we interviewed the chef, and we asked him.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You know, we asked the chef in our video, like, hey, we've seen your backstory. We're all caught up now. What can we expect next from the chef? He's been made head chef now, and he's coming back for one last grand feast. And that is the final cut? Is that what it's called? Feast the final cut for 2025? Was that what they calling it?
So. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
The final time we're gonna see Feast. This is going to be its last year for Dark Harbor, and we're getting shout out to there's Sting right there from Wednesday. Got a cameo, Netflix cameo. We're not sponsored by Netflix, but we got a cameo.
We're not. Also, Universal Studios.
You got that cup, lucky bastard. But yeah, coming back to Dark Harbor Feast for the last time. We're going to see the chef back to his roots. We're going to see the big chef again, the original chef, back to his roots. And we're going back to a brand new original chef. So I am so stoked for that. So stoked for what they're going to be doing. That's just one announcement from Dark Harbor so far. So if you were at the Friday the 13th event and went to that, either the 13th or the 14th, you got to see that announcement with the banners hanging up in the room and the projector and the meet and greet with the chef himself. So stoked that they did that, especially if you really paid attention in there. Like we went around and looked at every single banner, and it was every iteration of the chef from its inception, I believe in 2018 to its finish in 2025. So I'm both sad and excited, because sad, that's the end of an era for the chef for now. Maybe he'll come back in a future date when they need to bring him back or when he fits the story. And excited because whatever goes in that location, man, it's going to be a big floor print, and there's a lot of tales you can tell with the Queen Mary still.
Oh yeah, I definitely, that's why I did like your video that you did on there, just because you did kind of go around and show all the stuff they had as far as like the body parts and like the kind of how it was displayed, like like a food setting with just human body parts. So that was really cool. But yeah, I am excited.
I channeled my inner Rob for that one.
Yeah.
The B-roll guy.
You did a little better.
Nah, dude. Only top 5 B-roll of all time, sitting right in front of me.
Top 5. We're Sammy. Top 5 B-roll.
Top 5.
But yeah, I'm excited to see it kind of how they put a little cap on this story, and then it's the craziest thing. We're gonna enjoy it this year, and it's gonna be fun. I already know it's gonna be good. And then we always want to look forward to like, well, what are they gonna put there? Like, what do you think it could be? Like, you're saying, there's so many. If you just look at the Queen Mary and just kind of what goes, the type of personnel you have on the ship. I've always when they announced that Queen Mary and Dark Harbor was coming back last year, I jokingly I was there with some of my friends, and jokingly we were talking about the different characters and different kind of icons that they have there, and I had said like, what about like a obviously I'm biased, but what about like a janitor or some kind of custodian who would see, maybe they're not like the spirits don't really mess with the custodian or the janitor, but he sees or she sees everything that happens in the haunted hallways of the Queen Mary. I think that would be like cool. The stories from kind of something along those lines. But there's so many different positions that they have on a ship that you can draw from, and the very creative team that puts on Dark Harbor. So I'm sure they're gonna come up with some great ideas.
You know what? I'm glad you brought up the creative team for Dark Harbor. I want to give a special shout out to I believe is one of the head honchos, if not the head honcho, at Dark Harbor, Amy, who I actually was fortunate enough to get to meet at the Friday the 13th event. She said a lot of great kind words to us, that she watched the Dark Harbor takeover and really enjoyed the podcast and everything we said about the event. Everything we say about this event, it's 100% us. We're not getting paid to say what we say. We are basing our opinions on the things that we love about the haunt industry and the things that make us happy and continue for us to keep coming back to these things. Clearly it shows, because me and Rob found a way to attend the Friday the 13th event at no matter what it took, and we made it. So this event was fucking amazing. I'm so stoked for the season this year, and to the entire team. Amy, I know you're leading it, and I know there's so many more people behind the scenes. Hunter, Star, just to name a few. There's probably so many more that I haven't even met yet, but behind the scenes, in front of the audience, whatever you do, man, I mean, you guys are doing a great job. Keep doing it. It is great. 13th floor, they took it on, and they have proven themselves very, very worthy of continuing the Dark Harbor name. So I'm so excited for 2025 season. And I'm assuming it hasn't gotten announced yet, but they're going to probably have a panel at Midsummer Scream, and we'll get more announcements there. But yeah, congratulations, Dark Harbor. You guys killed it at the Friday the 13th event. It was a blast. We had a great time, and it clearly shows in our video. And it was cool to just explore the engine room and just everything they had available afterwards. Was really cool.
I never. I don't even know if it was available during Dark Harbor, but
yeah, it was. But it was a speakeasy, so it was like you had to get one of the tokens.
Okay. So but I went. John kind of led the way with going through there, and we were walking around the ship and the different rooms, and it was very cool, very, very eerie, dark, very creepy feeling.
Hatch 13 there.
Yeah.
The infamous Hatch 13 right there. Did you do the seance? We didn't get to do the seance.
I did do the seance. That was pretty entertaining. I was definitely I told Mr. E that I would go. I would sit in the back. I wasn't going to be a front row participant, but if there was any volunteering that needed to be done, I would gladly do it. So, but luckily, did not have to volunteer for anything. But I thought it was really entertaining. I thought, I'm trying to think how long the show is. Maybe like 10 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah, we didn't get to it because of the line. Because Sammy, we had a late slot. Sammy he was trying to get home early because he would drive. Sammy drives now, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
he's got a driver's license and a car and everything. Like, it's a whole ass thing. Like,
that's what I'm talking
I'm blown away. So now when he comes down, he's driving me to Hans now. And that's how and I'm sitting fucking passenger and I'm taking the naps now.
There you go.
Well, now the fucking turntables, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the turntables have turned. There you go.
So that's awesome though. Congratulations, Sammy. He's now licensed and owns a vehicle. Welcome to the rules of the road now.
Yeah, now you're gonna get tickets.
Yeah. So Dark Harbor, keep doing what you guys are doing. 2025 season's gonna be great. Not Scary Farm.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys doing right now? Because I'm so excited. I need to know what this backlot maze is gonna be, dude. I'm seeing a lot of like rumors, a lot of speculation. No one really knows what's gonna truly be. However, we do know something that is going on within the behind the scenes of Not Scary Farm right now, and that is auditions. Tons of people last weekend had the opportunity to audition, and a lot of spots and positions were filled. So when it is time to do so, a lot of people will be coming out and announcing where they are, and that probably won't be until after the announcement event. After that is said and done, like the minute of, or when they officially announce the zones and the mazes, people will get on social media and announce where they are. So it's going to be a while till you find that out as to who's where, but it's looking like a lot of people auditioned, and we'll see what happens. We'll see who goes where and what surprises we get this Halloween season. Rob.
Yes.
What are you excited for, man? I mean, we got 2 brand new mazes that we're getting with Not Scary Farm this year. One of them is already vertical, both inside and out, and that facade is looking very, very museum/exorcist-like still.
Yeah, that facade, I'm still shooting with museum, some kind of like, I definitely, obviously, they're not going to use The Conjuring, but some kind of type of Conjuring museum. Like a cursed museum, or a museum that has cursed artifacts.
Yeah,
and we're gonna walk through there and see all the different whatever that's attached to whatever object. So that just based off that facade, it looks very museum-ish, but also and I know this has been mentioned as far as a different version of maybe Paranormal Inc., maybe a different kind of like asylum, or just something along those lines. Which I would not be
a hotel.
Paranormal
really
Inc.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because the first one was an asylum, so like now we go to a hotel.
Yeah, like a haunted hotel. I'm definitely So, but it looks cool from what we can see. It looks really cool. I'm excited because essentially, I mean, we have 2 new mazes back there already, and then we're gonna get 2 brand new mazes. So essentially, it's like almost 4 new-ish mazes. So I'm excited for that. Definitely will be getting the buffet just so I can get back there a little early.
Hey, we're doing buffet. What we're doing buffet? We're doing opening weekend?
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
What are we doing, like that Friday?
I'm thinking that Friday. I'm thinking I'm in. I'm thinking because this is what's gonna happen. But here's the thing, though. Like, and this is what I did last year. And I think you were there because I ran into you. I'm thinking right after work, I just hit to Knott's on Thursday. On Thursday, I go to Knott's right after work. Just little
hang out,
little warm,
little taste,
hang out, little warm meal,
little dip the feet.
Little taste. Just wet the whistle.
There you go. The whistle. That doesn't sound right, but yeah.
Well, that's the expression. It's the expression. Wet the whistle. I don't know where it came from. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna Google that. It doesn't sound right now. I'm gonna tell Robin, babe, tell me where the wet the whistle is.
What?
Okay. Stop talking to Tony and to all your fans. Okay, so I'm thinking Thursday night, just go a little warm up round, and then Friday take that day off so I can go do the buffet, hit those back mazes, the new ones, and then whatever else I can do the rest of the night. It's icing on the cake. So that I think that's the plan. That's the plan. Like I'm gonna check to see if Robin wants to go that weekend or that Friday, because she was saying about that she might want to go earlier in the season and not so later in the season.
Me and her can get mic'd up for Widows.
There you go. Dude, you know what? Here's the funny thing. It's so hard to mic her up because she's so dramatic with like not even like she doesn't want anyone to hear her scream, and she knows that like everyone's gonna hear, especially the more she like gets scared, the more I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely going up on the channel. But so she just to mic her up is very difficult because she knows what I'm
going
trying
for
to
the
do.
hug and then
So, yeah,
put it on the fucking like right there.
you just distract her, like just be like like she starts screaming, and then I'll like clip a mic under her.
And she'll be like, oh man, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited. Definitely gonna get a Scary Farm pass this year because I think that was probably a whole new world that was opened up to me last year, was getting a pass, especially with just adding on the parking. And I know it's a little pricey, and it's probably gonna go up a little more this year. But I think at the end of the day, it was, I think like what, 160 or 170 for the pass, and then like another 70 or 80 for the like the parking.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So I mean it's close to like 250, but I mean I went 10 times, so you know,
yeah,
can't pay for it right there. That's probably one of the best decisions I made of all my haunt life.
Rob, do you want to do an escape room with me?
Yeah, I'll do one. Which one? But which one though? I'll do one, but which one? I'll do it.
Pinocchio. By Escapade. By Escapade Games.
I do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get John. We'll get John and everybody to do it too.
Yeah.
Did they all do Zoe?
I don't think they did Zoe. I think
they'll all tap out, and I'll have to finish that shit by myself.
Nah, I won't tap out. I won't tap out, dude. I had sciatica. I can handle pain.
That's true. You get a fucking shot in the spine every now and then.
Yeah, I got hit by a truck. I'm good.
You almost got killed by a boat, bro.
That is true. That's different though. Those are propellers.
But hey, you're bionic, bro.
There we go. I'm down.
Novocaine. That was a good movie.
Still haven't seen that movie.
It's on Paramount Plus.
I will be watching that.
Yeah, check it out. It's good. I thought it was pretty fun.
You know, it's not horror related at all. But you ever see you frequent AMC, correct?
The theater.
The theater, yes.
I have been recently.
Yes. So
I just saw Mission Impossible.
I need to see that too.
It's good.
So I heard it was pretty good. I've heard some people say some negative things about it, but you know,
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I like the first one. Was it Dead Reckoning or
yeah?
I think it was called, yeah. I like that one. But anyways, so have you heard of those unseen screens?
Oh yeah, where you get like a mystery movie.
Yeah. So I got a mystery movie.
It's like an unreleased like future film.
It's like hasn't come out.
It's just like a test screening.
Weeks. Well, it's not even a test screening. It's just like it's
early cut.
It's smart because it gets people like that maybe weren't going to see the movie.
Are they good movies or not good movies?
Yeah. So hold on. The one I saw wasn't that great. I liked it, but I think it was more. I think because I thought it was going to be a certain movie and it wasn't that movie, so I kind of like got my hopes up, and so I had to bring it back down.
I got doing with you one of these days.
So I got one for this past Monday, and I thought it was going to be 28 years later, and it wasn't. It was this movie called 40 Acres. Yeah. It feels very kind of low budget movie, but it was pretty good. Like the acting was so, but it was okay. It was an okay movie.
Got him and
walked
out. Let's go see something else.
No, you know what? No, because I was like, I had to like it was a battle. I had to mentally prepare, like tell myself, because I was so expecting to be like, oh, it's gonna be 28 days or 28 years later, and it wasn't. And I was just like, oh man. But I was, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna watch this. And if by like halfway through the movie, if I'm not at least kind of entertained, I'll leave. And I was kind of entertained. Like,
God bless Rob.
There's definitely some, you know, plot holes and character choices that I'm like, I don't know about that. But for overall, like, it was definitely like, I would give it a 6 out of 10. So
okay,
it wasn't. It's, you know, more like I would say it's an action, you know, like it's an action more kind of movie. It's about this family who lives on this farm, and like the world is like going through like this hunger kind of crisis, so people are stealing from each other. And you know, she's on this farm, this military person who's like trained her kids to like defend this farm, and you know, that's just kind of like the, you know, there's other communities around them who they communicate with. And it was just it was a movie about family and like kind of community and stuff like that. So but concept was cool. Some of the acting was like a little cheesy, but again, I gave it a 6 out of 10 in my head, so I was like, it was all right.
Let's see, I think the most recent one I just saw was Mission Impossible. I saw that on Saturday. No, when did I see it? Maybe Saturday, I think. I don't remember what I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Saturday because it was like an early showing, but fucking that movie was long, but it was good.
Yeah, I heard it was like 3 hours or something like that.
Yeah, it was. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go see Ballerina finally. I've been wanting to see that.
Nice.
Nice. And yeah, I remember you were saying the action's good in that.
My action's amazing.
I mean, it's the John Wick crew. Don't surprise me.
Yeah.
Keanu, was he a producer
also,
on it? Keanu a producer on it?
I don't think he was. At least not that I know of. I don't.
He has to be.
There was no like.
No.
I don't think he was though. I there was nothing on there. It was like, oh, producer Keanu.
Was there a post credit scene?
Is there a post credit scene?
I
think there was a post credit scene.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I forgot. I'm old.
Is he in a lot of it, or is just what you really see in the trailers?
He's in about 15 minutes of it.
So they spread out his 15 minutes on.
Well, yes and no. Like the third act, the action part, he's in. And then he like kind of is sprinkled. Like they tie in. I think John Wick 3.
I think it's supposed to be in between 3 and 4.
Yeah, they tie in John Wick 3 with it, like certain scenes that happen in that organization where he shows up. They kind of tie some of those scenes in with the ballerina, and then at the end of the movie, when you know the third act, when they're doing the big set pieces, he kind of shows up.
I think this movie was supposed to come out like years ago, but there was all the strikes and shit that delayed it.
Yeah, delayed it. Yeah.
Because I remember hearing about it like from years ago. Because whatchamacallit is in it, and he's dead now.
Dang, I forgot. I know him from The Wire. You're talking about the
black guy,
the butler.
Yeah, he was the British guy. He was also, I know him best from Destiny because he was a voice actor in Destiny.
Okay.
But he was, man, God rest his soul, great actor.
Oh, he was an excellent actor.
Wasn't Winston, was it?
Well, I think that was his name it was Lance Reddick, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance Reddick.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think that was his last like on
screen with John Wick. Yeah, they filmed that right before he died too. But yeah, I've been trying to get back in the theaters again. But speaking of 28 years later, though, so far that's debuted with like a really good score.
Yeah. I've only seen one. We all watch all movie reviews, but I've only seen one reviewer say anything really negative about it. But for the most part, it's been good word from it. So I'm excited to see it.
The question is, are we going to be on the fence with it or off the fence with it?
We'll see.
We shall see. You're going Friday to see it?
I'm gonna try. I'm thinking because I know Robin works Saturday, so I can probably get out to a movie Friday night after I get off of work to see it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We shall see.
Alrighty. Well, that is gonna do it for me with all the news in the haunt world. Do you have anything you want to add?
Man, is there anything coming up? I don't think so.
No, I think we're getting prepped and ready for Midsummer Scream.
Yeah.
So we will be there all weekend long covering it for you guys, and videos will be up the very next week. But we're going to try some other stuff as well. So we'll see what happens, see what we can do, see what we can make happen. But looking forward to Midsummer Scream. Me and Rob will both be there. Should be great.
It will be great. Not should be. It will be.
It will be. It will be great.
Yes.
It's always great.
It is.
But until then,
that's just like I was gonna say. It would be fast. That's just like Midsummer Scream is always the best because not only are we like, and especially now that like I'm more in the community with you guys, not only is it like all the cool stuff that we talk about all year long, but we're there with like legit we're hanging out with our friends all weekend long.
Yep.
So it's just always a blast. It's always a blast.
Then you separate, and then you're back again in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. You're like, all right, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and then panel or this show or whatever. But yeah, it's good times. And I think that's pretty good.
Dance party.
Pretty much it. Dance party, always a dance party. Catch me on the dance floor. Wugga wugga, cha cha cha.
Do a little sprinkler.
Yeah. You see that? Did you see that stupid post that Scott put like before the wedding and like after, like at the reception, or
yes,
like ceremony and then the reception?
Yes.
I was like, yeah, it sounds about right.
That's about right.
It sounds about right.
That's about Rob. You can follow Rob on the at the Howling Hour. He's almost to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so get him to 1,000. Go check out his most recent video at the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor for the Friday the 13th event, and he was with John from the Hotline, TLEV Media, and Nico from Entertainment Connection, and new camera being tested, so his you'll actually be able to see more than ours. You're gonna see more.
I was really surprised, but yeah, it was fun trying it out. Definitely, I remember when you texted me. I was like, yeah, it was a good
test run.
You know, just to see good test run to see what it can do in like the most extreme situation. Yeah, I was surprised, but yeah, good times.
It's gonna be a good haunt season, ladies and gentlemen. We can't wait to see you guys out there. Until then, stay spooky.